What is good, y'all? SGG gang, man. It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Reds Rebuild episode as we are wrapping up this year 2024 season. And we're getting closer to September call-ups. So today we'll be focusing in on that. A lot of player lock games here today to look at potential call-ups as we only got 2 more roster spots so we can bring somebody up. So we want to see who has that potential to come up, who will actually be helpful. It's not about just getting a look at these guys like that spring training. That's what that is completely for, to look and see and get looks at extra guys to see if they're ready for the major roster. No, this is to see who can help us out with making a playoff push. Who, if I needed to come in for a pinch start, batters, pinch hit, pinch run, out the bullpen, a closed situation. Who can I trust to help us get a victory in the later part of the season as well as going into the postseason? So we'll be looking and taking a closer look at some guys that could be helpful. Also some guys that we haven't took a look at yet that we have drafted previously before. So let me know what you guys think about this completely. Let me know if you guys are ready for the postseason and ready to get into the playoffs, as we are almost here. Only probably a couple more episodes before we go into that playoffs, and then I will talk about what the format for that will be when we get to it. To get things kicked off here, though, we will jump straight into this series against Philadelphia. There's a 3-game series. I was thinking about focusing in on this before I thought about just going ahead and taking a look at the minor leagues to see who we'll call up. So we will simulate through these first 2. It looks like we split the first 2, win the first one 5-3, lose the second one 2-4, as Luis Castillo is able to go ahead and come through here with a victory. Only about 5 runs, 7 hits for us. A couple of 2-hit games there through the middle of our lineup, as well as another home run for Devers, adding to that home run RBI total, adding to that MVP season. Severino only 2 2/3, 2 earned runs and 2 strikeouts. So he looks like he might have got hurt today, because that's not bad numbers. Thankfully, Castillo was able to go and finish things up for him, and Sims got the save. But then the next day out, we do end up losing. Despite having 11 hits, just did not get any runs across. So I'll put this one more on the offense. Way too many hits. That means way too many people left on base, because the only runs that we scored were solo home runs. So a lot of people left on base where we could have helped out Tyler Mahaley, but also an error in the field gave up 3 runs that probably shouldn't have happened. So we still could have won that game 2-1. But we will start things out with a little player lock game here, jumping all the way down to AA to start things off with very good prospect Anderson Espinoza, one of our top 50 minor league prospects. And so far this season has been okay. 23 starts, a 76 record with a 2.4 ERA in 150 innings pitched. So not too bad. Not a big strikeout guy. He's still under 100 of those, but not really pitched to contact either. A .91 whip shows that people are not getting hits. They're definitely not walking. And he's just ultimately getting outs that he needs. So you can say pitch to contact for outs, but he's not getting up a lot of hits here as we start off this game against Pedro Gomez, who was 1 for 5 last game, but batting .390 on the season. And already we've got him started out in a 1-1 count. The stuff here is very good for Anderson Espinoza. Fastball is not going to blind you. It's not like Hunter Green where it's 99, 100, but it will top out about 94, 95. And then the break on that curveball is something dangerous. That'll be a base hit going up the third base line. And already starting out this ball game with an early hit. Looking to not make anything come of it, though. Freddie is up next, and he will take this slider, fly it deep, looking like it might perfectly get down in the gap. It will, and bounce over the wall. That could have probably been an RBI, so thankfully we will just take the automatic double, his 19th of the season. And now we're in a situation where we got to try not to let these runs come in. The first thing we do, a shallow fly ball, nowhere near deep enough to go ahead and bring the run across. So we will have 1 out, a chance to maybe get out of this without anything happening. That's a fly ball. That's about medium deep center field. Does he have enough arm strength to throw this on home? The throw will come down to the plate, up the line, not in time, as we have an early run coming in for this ball game. And we'll see if he settles down here. Still a long ways to go, and I do want to see him get deep into this ball game as we go ahead and strike out the very last batter of that inning. And we'll keep things going to the top of the second with a strikeout already. Up top, Heat not able to touch it. 1-1 count, 1 out. Change up in the zone, and that will drop down. So once again, the pitch mix, 4-seam slider, change up, curveball. The break on the curve, I feel like, is better than the slider. Although the slider is a very good strikeout pitch for him. And then the changeup kind of gets us into a little bit of trouble. Not exactly enough break or speed mix up between the pitches there with that one. So it's kind of easier to read. But here we get a nice, easy pop-up on the 4-seamer. He'll go take it himself, and in that second inning. So another clean inning there. No runs across this time. And with 1 out, he gets them to swing through the upstairs Heat once again. They could not touch that 4-seamer at times, and that's what makes it so good. And there goes that Curveball. I told you that break is nasty on that thing. Drop third strike. Gets him out over at first base. We'll take things to the fourth. 48 pitches in. So pitch count is looking good as the strikeouts keep racking up. That is another one on the books for him. Luke Ritter. Watch this four-seamer basically down the middle. 7th round pick back in 2019 is looking to try to do something against this top draft pick. Not looking too good for him overall in that four-seamer. That's one finger down 3 times. Strikeout. Francisco Hernandez up next, and he swings and misses through the slider low and away. That's another strikeout. The strikeouts are just racking up here. And I know I said he wasn't that much of a strikeout pitcher, but he threw a lot of them here today. Ended up ending his day with about 9 strikeouts here today as we go to the top of the 6th. Still only 72 pitches, so pitch count is still looking good once again. This is a ball. Just short. Stop. He will go ahead and catch that one for the first out. 1-2. Try to check his swing. It'll be a call strike anyway. We have 2 outs here. And a four-seamer low will be popped up over the first base. And he's looking good. I got to say, I'm very impressed with what his AA season has been this year. I think he's well enough earned, at least the shot to start off next year at AAA. Kind of like we did with Chase Petty. So he might be able to make that rotation. I think he'll probably be lower in the rotation, maybe like a 5th or 4th starter. But I think he's definitely earned enough to go ahead and make that move up. So expect him at AAA. That's a strikeout called. He thought he had it. But expect him to make that move to AAA. And then, of course, we will probably see him in spring. He will be on the 40-man to make sure nobody can take him. That's going to be another out. So 6 2/3 of the way through. 92 pitches. Can he go ahead and clean up another inning here? Still no run support for him, unfortunately, as this game is still 1-0. But he's still looking strong here. 0-1. Grounder right back up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Nice and cleanly through. They got to see if they want to take him out. Pitch count is getting up, so he means he's getting tired. 98 pitches through. 2-2 count. Almost took that one over the wall as he fouls that one away. And another four-seamer, pretty much same location. Pops this one into shallow right field. And that'll be the out. And unfortunately enough there for Anderson Espinoza, that actually will do it for him. 7 innings. 9 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 5 hits given up today, no walks. So very impressive. You can see why the whip is sub 1. Only 5 hits and no walks and 7 innings of work. And actually got 9 strikeouts, so that'll help the strikeout percentage and the strikeout per 9. And that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see those numbers go up because the more strikeouts he gets, the better his strikeout per 9 rating will get. The better his hit per 9 will get, the better the home run per 9 will get. And as long as those things are getting up there, I see a clear path to him to come to the show here soon. So that is player lock game number 1. Getting a look at one of our highly touted prospects. And we're going to do a guy that I'm actually thinking about bringing up, Jake Fraley. Not hitting too good overall. 290 is pretty good. 14 home runs, 48 RBIs, but 335 on the road, 13 home runs. He is not enjoying that home cooking in Louisville, but he loves being on the road. And maybe we'll see a show here today with him being on the road. So he's somebody I'm thinking of pulling up. He's actually got one of the best averages, most home runs at AAA. And he's been up to the show a couple times and hasn't done bad. I think we definitely need some more outfield help. We have a lot of people that can play in the infield and help out with that, but I think we need more outfield help just in case those guys do get tired as we come down the stretch. That is a long fly ball going deep back. It will hit up against the wall, and it's 60 speed enough. He's going to triple it around to third base, and he will slide in there in time for the triple. Only second triple of the season, too. That 60 speed does not get moving often, but when it does, it's gone. And that is a base hit that'll get through. The diving efforts of the shortstop will not be enough. And that'll score our first run of the game. So here, already way more run support. And we skip all the way to basically the end of this. That was the only about good thing that he did do today. He ended up going 1 for 5, 2 strikeouts, after that triple and scoring across. And we're going late into this game, and we actually end up losing, though, 5-4. Hasn't been a good year for AAA. They're not anywhere close to the postseason. And think even if we go look at the standings, there's normally it's only fit to hold 5 teams. There's 7 in their division. They're not even in the image. I have to click in every time to see exactly how many games back they are. So, unfortunately, not a very good day for him. Blake Harris, 6 1/3, 4 earned runs. Not exactly what you want to see from a starter, but we might see more from him a little bit later. We'll go ahead and stay here at AAA, though, and take a look at Chase Petty, who I did mention earlier. We had him at AA. He did good. We brought him to AAA, and so far he's been pretty inconsistent starter for us. He'll have a couple of good starts. He'll have a really bad start. Kind of averages the numbers out. But here today, I wanted to get a look at him. We haven't pitched with him since I think he was at AA, or maybe his very first start at AAA. So, bottom of the first here, after getting the first out of the inning, this four-seamer will be popped up. 3 pitches, 2 quick outs, exactly what you want to see. Especially if you want him to go deep into this ball game. Can't have that pitch count getting a little bit too high when you're on that player lock. That'll be a 4-seam on the edge. Call strike number 1. Fouls off that 4-seam. So his stuff is pretty similar. As we get that strikeout on the slider, I had to go and give emphasis for that first strikeout of the ball game. But his stuff is pretty similar. You know, he's not blinding speed with the 4-seamer. 94, 95, maybe 96 if you're lucky. The slider has pretty good break on it. But other than that, you're not going to see, anything blazing. Nothing that's going to confuse you or trick you. He's just a good pitcher. He knows how to pitch. As we get the little pop-up there from the 4-seamer, putting it in a great location. 1-1 here. And that slider will be chopped onto the ground for a base hit. Got a runner over at first base, but with 2 outs, any out will do here to go ahead and get us out of this. So we got Herrera up next, and he actually will take this up the middle as well. Not going to go to third as it was rolling a little bit too quick, but now we got a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Nolan Jones with a chance to maybe put the Clippers on the board to start this game out, and maybe they can go up 2-0 in the series. 2-seamer. He will take this one into the gap, and you can tell by the reaction that's going to get down in the middle of them. That should bring home 1 and possibly 2 as the throw will come in. Not even going to go to the plate as we got a quick 2-0 deficit here as Chase Petty not having it here in the second inning. Let it get away from me. Had 2 quick outs. Just unfortunately unable to keep things from spiraling out of control as we do get the final one, though. Go ahead and keep a 2-0 lead. We skip ahead to the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 to Bobby Bradley as he watches that pitch go for a strike. 1-2, swings and misses at the slider at the feet. One of my favorite strikeout pitches to call. That slider low and in on the lefties or low and away for righties. It's just beautiful. It keeps them off balance. It's very hard to hit, and it's resulted in a lot of strikeouts. Now here you see, with 1 out, runner back at second base. Just as easy, another chance to try to score a run here is Tyler Freeman. Takes that ball. It'll go into foul territory. Can he get to it? He will, and he gloves it. I think that is Jake Fraley out there in left field, so he will get that for his teammate and get us 2 outs here. Herrera back up again. Swings and misses through the slider. Goes down 1-2. Catches another changeup on the lower part of the plate and cannot hit. Now we come up bottom of the 6th, and we managed to put some runs across this time. It is 5-2 now, so now he can pitch a little bit more freely as we have 2 outs in the bottom of this 6th inning. Can we get through it in time to go ahead and get this victory? Now he's looking a little tired here. Only 77 pitches deep, but was not able to locate any of those pitches. And then right after that, it's a changeup that gets past the third base glove. It'll go up the line and cut off. So runner will not be able to advance. We still got first and second, but 2 outs. Tyler Freeman with a chance to be clutch. 0-1. Takes this 4-seamer deep left field off the top part of the wall. Maybe about an inch or 2 higher. And that's a 3-run home run to tie up the ball game. Instead, they will have to settle with just 1 run coming in. And that'll be a fly ball liner to center, and we will glove it. Chase Petty makes it out of it. He's showing some love to his center fielder because he knows he just saved him. And that'll basically do it for him there. That inning was too close. They will take him out after that. 6 innings, only 4 strikeouts, 6 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned runs. So not a very impressive or good start. I'd say it was quality at best. He gave forth a quality start. And because of that quality start, we were able to go ahead and walk out of here with a W, 6-3 over the Clippers. But I just still don't think he's ready to make that leap to the show. I don't think I wouldn't even say he's close. I don't even think he's someone that I would consider for long relief work at this point. He's got some ways to go. He's still got some more work to do. I don't want to send him down to AA. I think that's beneath him. But he's definitely got to do something to turn things around here at AAA if he wants to make that move up to the Major League show. Now we look here at the box score, though. Let's see what kind of offense we work with. Byers, 14th home run. 3 more RBIs to get him up to 48. Fraley is at 49. Hendricks is up to 52. So he's leading the team in RBIs, not in home runs, but in RBIs. And the whole batters as a whole are looking pretty strong. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump right back in to AAA. We're staying up here for a little bit. We will go take a trip back down to AA eventually. But right now I want to stay up here at AAA. Touki Toussaint will be the pitcher on the hook for today. And the person we're going to go ahead and get a look at today is the trade target that we picked up, highly touted Jordan Walker. We traded for him. We're very excited for him to be on this team. The average has slipped a little bit since being here. But 20 home runs is definitely, the new team lead. He hasn't hit any since being here, but runs at the corners with 1 out. He's got a chance to go ahead and make something happen here as he swings through the curveball low. Not able to make anything happen with that one, and he swings at another curveball 0-2. Tuki Toussaint has him on the ropes. And that is a splitter right in a good location, right down the middle. Unfortunately, not able to go and get that, and it'll be just popped up to third base. He'll glove it. Top of the fifth, 1 out, looking to try to get something started to make up for the first 2 at-bats of not being anything. And once again, he's down 0-2 already. This is Connor Pennington. And he gets that one down the third base line. It will get by. Finally hits that changeup on the outer part of the plate very early, but able to just slide that one in fair for a base hit here today. Finally getting on base. 65 speed is a little bit of speed to work with. He won't steal second base this time. This will be a pop fly to left field, though, and it will be gloved, so not able to score on that. As he looks to maybe make something happen here, as we are losing 7-5. He's got a 3-1 count after swinging through that pitch, and he takes the four-seamer on the hands, takes his way over to first base, so he will be on base here twice today. 1 for 3, a base hit and a walk with a strikeout. And maybe he can come around this time. No outs. He will stop a little bit short there, go to second base as it lands in front of the left fielder. No, still no outs. We have runners at first and second. Skip up to Jose Barrero. 1 out. This will be a chopper over to third base. He'll throw to second base for 1, to first base for 2, and he's got him. So no runs here, unfortunately. And unless we can pull something out here late, it looks like we will be walking away with this L. After being up in the series 2-1, it is now 2-2. And unfortunately not able to come away with that victory. But I did kind of like what I saw from Jordan Walker. I mean, obviously not a huge sample size, only watching 1 game here. But the contact is there. The power is definitely there. And he will be on the hook probably for a spring training invite. I'm not calling out for September call-ups, but spring training invite to see what he's got next season. Will for sure be in his futures to see if he can maybe make the major league bench next year, if he's ready. I'd say the stats that he put up with the team we traded him from would show that he's ready, but he's got to put up stats with us too, so I got to see it. Now, as you can see here, standings, we're starting to eliminate people. The Pirates have gotten their E, so now there's only a 4-team race to get this division, and you know it's basically a no-team race, but starting to look go ahead and clinch for our division, seeing what other teams might clinch or see if anybody's eliminated from the wild card rankings. See the Braves and Giants are on top. Cardinals and Brewers both 5.5, 6 games out, so they're right in line for wild cards, but losing pace with the division. Now we will go ahead and jump into a start here with Barney Lincoln, somebody that we did draft pretty late. Didn't have any expectations for him, no hopes. I think he has C potential, not even that high. But my goodness, this boy has been an amazing starter. ERA, sub 2. He's as a starter had I think 6 or 7 quality starts compared to like 8 games started. Every start he's been in, except for like 1 or 2, has been a quality start. So we're looking to see what kind of stuff does he actually work with. What does he got in line for us? A lefty. We do have a lot of really good lefties on the team. Nick Lodato, Tariq Skubal. So he has some names to kind of live up to, and he might force us to maybe let those guys go. I think if he finishes this year strong, and I've liked what he's done, it's one of those things that's hard as we go to get that final out there in the first. You don't know if you want to keep your guy at AA, let him keep developing while it's easy, let him dominate, get his overall up, or you say, this is, you're dominating too much, let's go up to AAA. I wouldn't say he's had a fair amount of starts to make that decision. And the other problem with it too is somebody's got to come down. If he's going up to AAA, somebody has to hit down to AA or be released and let go or traded. Because I feel like we have a lot of good starters in our organization as a whole. Like we've got Barney Lincoln and Anderson Espinosa that need to make the move up to AAA. I've got Chase Petty that's balling at AAA, Blake Hare, Brandon Williamson, Kyle Tyler still there waiting for his chance to come back up. Vladimir Gutierrez waiting for his chance to come back up. At the major league level, we have 7 of them trying to fight for starting rotation spots. I mean, it's just crazy. We have a lot of good starting pitching talent in this organization to where I don't even think we need to draft anymore. We need to focus more so on the infield and outfield and getting some more defense on this team. As you guys have said before, too, I need to get some more defensive-minded people. We do have a lot of offense, just not a whole lot of defense. Now, jumping right back into the game, though, with 1 out now after he swings through that four-seamer. Not high heat coming here from him, only 93. But you will see a four-seamer slider, change-up coming way of Barney Lincoln. And right now with 1 out, we are up 2-0, but runners at first and second. This could be dangerous. That's a base hit that gets past the first baseman. They will go ahead and get it quickly and throw in. So it would be bases loaded, 1 out. There's a chance that they can go in and score this one in. This is a chopper. Four-seamer over the shortstop, the second for 1, over to first base for 2, and they will get him. 4 innings strong, still a shutout going, and we look to go to the 5th. As in this 3-1 count, and he, for some reason, slowly walks back and then lunges forward when he probably could have just ran to the spot. I don't get why you would ever do that, but now we got a lead-off runner at second base, and a full count to Franco Hernandez. Watches the changeup in low on the feet, and he will be strike number 3. 1-2. Pablo Reyes swings at the four-seamer upstairs. Once again, not high heat, only 92, 93. But it is going to at least get some outs here as this is chopped back to the pitcher. He will throw over to first base and get him cleanly. The 3-0 lead is secure. Now 4-0 lead going into the 6th inning. And that will be a base hit getting in front of the right fielder. He's 67 pitches in, so pitch count isn't even a factor right now. He's got a lead. He can still pitch comfortably. Doesn't have to be scared. As that time run is still just over there in the dugout. Now Jared Olivia coming up. Full count. Swings through the four-seamer. As that'll be finally out number 1. Runners at first and second. Still plenty of room to go here as that'll be a fly ball going out there to deep right field. We will glove this one. Not enough room to move up, or at least not enough speed maybe. As now we got 2 outs. Now he's sitting comfortable. We got a chance to get out of here with no runs scored yet again, and that'll be a fly ball to center field, and he will glove it. 6 strong innings. Still no runs given up. We're going to the 7th as he leads this inning off once again with a base hit. So looking kind of shaky here as these hits are starting to come in fast and furious. Franco Hernandez, first pitch that he sees is a four-seamer that will go a long ways. No one will even turn around to look at it as that is gone off the foul pole. 2-run home run for Francisco Hernandez, his 2nd of the season. Wow. Imagine getting to almost playoff time. You just hit your 2nd home run of the season. This is not a power hitter by any means, but he just launched that one a long way as if he was. As now we have the first 2 earned runs of the ball game for Barney Lincoln. And now how you bounce back after that, you start with a full count. Plenty of time here to possibly get this other out and stay in this ball game. As he watches the four-seamer on the outside, that four-seamer is getting kind of slow. We almost touching 80s. And he said, the GL, the coach, he came out there, he said, oh, no, you almost threw 80 miles per hour four-seamer. Yeah, it's time for you to go ahead and go sit down, bro. You throwing slower than high school kids. That arm is noodle right now. Go rest. Look, he can't even move his fingers past the four-seamer mark. My boy is still holding on to a four-seam fastball, walking to the dugout. Now, thankfully, though, I think we are able to go ahead and get a dub here. 6 in the 3rd for him. 11 hits, so a lot of hits in this game. 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. Definitely was pitching to contact throughout this one. Not a whole lot of strikeouts, but it worked. My dude was able to get out of here with a W, get another quality start, and look strong yet again. And we'll go ahead and stay down here at AA the next day out, still facing off against Birmingham. And go with Josh Gomez, one of our highly touted prospects that we actually picked up too. And this will be a base hit that he lines out there. If you guys remember, he actually was the original 1st overall draft pick. Like the very first person we picked up. I know I said it about Doug Granger a lot. They both were picked up in the 1st round. Granger was the compensatory pick, and he's made it directly to the show from being drafted and done great. First as the bench and now as a starter. And Josh Gomez, hopefully, can get to that point too as well as the first person that we ever drafted. As you can see there, he got an RBI. And this one's a little liner, not paying attention to where it went, and he will be thrown out at third base. But bases loaded, 2 outs, we're up 3-0. Perfect chance to score some more runs for him. Can he be clutch yet again? And he will watch that four-seamer touch the feet. 43 RBIs is tied for 2nd here at AA. And let's go ahead and add on to that total a little bit, shall we? That's a base hit in front of the left fielder. Runner will not move up to 3rd, but it will score 2. And this lead will increase to 5-0. Chris Oakey right behind him. He will dribble this over to first base, who will take it over there himself to end that 3rd inning. So a very good game here for Josh Gomez. That was unfortunately the last good thing that he did, but 2 for 4 and 3 RBIs with a double. Not bad game at all. I think he could see himself coming up to AAA soon. We're just waiting for that overall to get up a little bit. It's still in like the low 60s. I definitely want to see it get higher, but we are looking for more middle infielders. Maybe because, Cesar Hernandez is getting older. Jonathan India is getting older. We would like to have some people come off the bench other than, like Kyle Farmer and them. There's a path to him to get to the show as long as he gets better. And I want to get to this start. 11-9, a 301 ERA and 23 starts. Mr. Blake Hare. I told y'all we would see him in a little bit, and I actually forgot. Maybe some of you guys remember. We drafted Blake Hare. I thought he came stock on the team. Like, I thought he was already here at AA. That's why I haven't really paid much attention to him. I completely forgot we drafted him in like the 5th round, 6th round. And he's made a name for himself. He's up here at AAA. He's been balling. That running fastball is dangerous. You see it breaks a bat there, and we're able to go ahead and get it in the first inning. But he's a good starting pitcher. He's had a great season this year. I don't know if he's ready for his move up to the show, but a spring training invite could be on the horizon. We will take a final look at stats and stuff before they get completely wiped out at the end of the season to see who some of our call-ups might be, even just calling up from AA to AAA. Like, see who some of the moves are to make sure I don't forget when we get to the offseason, because we will have a long road between now and the offseason, hopefully, through the postseason and seeing our first World Series championship. If y'all are ready for that, make sure you guys leave that like down below. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy. But let's go ahead and get back into this Blake Hare start as we get a base hit here in the 3rd. We are up 1-0. But we finally got our first base runner over there at first base. No outs. Josh Espinoza is up. And you watch that four-seamer off. It's pretty slow, 89, 90. But running fastballs aren't always the faster. I don't think I've ever seen a running fastball go, above like 95, 96. And it definitely has never touched triple digits as far as I know in my baseball knowledge. If you guys have seen it, let me know down below who was the pitcher that threw it. And I want to see the video. Because I've never seen one go that fast. But he will top out about 80, 90, maybe 91. And we got one out here. Runner over first and second base, swinging, missing through that slider. 1-2. Fastball got him looking silly. As we finally got 2 outs here. He might be able to get out of this with no run score. Levi Jordan takes that changeup. Flies it to center field. Deep back at the wall. He leaves it and he'll miss. That'll lead to the score of 2 runs, and it'll be a 2 RBI double. I don't even know why you would pause there. You saw that third base coach held him up. With 2 outs, you might as well just keep moving. And that'll be a base hit down the line, as these runs have not finished yet. And that'll be a 3-1 game, as this will be a double. Actually, he's going to extend it over to second base. And now the score is 3-1. Casey's up next. He'll line his running fastball. They're going to call it a fair ball down the third base line. Left fielder coming in quick, but that will not be in time, as this is actually going to be another double as he legs this one out. 4-1 Iowa. Kevin is up next. 1-2 slider. He takes this one out into the gap. This one will get down. This is another double, the 3rd consecutive double. And it will lead to a 5-1 Iowa lead. 2 outs here. Seth Beer up next. He takes this curveball into the outfield. Right fielder is going to come up and throw in strong, but that'll not be in time, as that is another base hit, and this inning just completely blew up. I'm talking about how much good starts he's had, how good he's looked, and this is probably one of the very worst starts of his season, as he's able to get out the 3rd, but not before giving up 6 earned runs on, 4 back-to-back RBI doubles. That just kind of ballooned that inning out of proportion. Now, how does he bounce back from it? Thankfully, he gets out number 1 on the ground at the 2nd there, and he gets a nice fly ball out here. But we're 61 pitches deep because of that big inning. He's only pitched 3 2/3. And a 1-1 count here to Alexander Canario. And he takes his running fastball into the left field side, right in front of the outfielder, for another base hit. And let's not start another 2-out rally, please. First pitch from Lord Jordan. He will watch that curveball, gets to that lower part of the plate, swing and miss through the running fastball down as well. And 1-2, swings and misses through the running fastball. That is a strikeout to go in and end things. And unfortunately for him, that'll end his day as well. As they go ahead and make the move and switch, they bring in Vladimir Gutierrez to kind of end this ball game. And it's 6-1. So unless we get some offense, he's on the hook for the loss. 4 innings, 8 hits, 6 earned runs, only 4 strikeouts. A terrible start here from Blake Hare. But there are brightnesses. He's had pretty consistent starts throughout the season. Everybody has a little bad goose egg, a little bad duck throughout there. But we'll go ahead and give it to him. Watch him more often. He will stay probably at AAA most likely. I don't think the stats have intrigued me enough to want to give him that, not up to the major leagues. Whether he goes to spring training or not also will be another question, depending on how many people I have on the 40-man. Am I willing to make a roster move to get him onto there or not? Not by this start, I'm not, at least. As we go ahead and lose this game 10-4. As you can saw, there was a bunch of runs there scored late by them as well as us. That kind of kept that game pretty interesting throughout. So if you guys did enjoy this little trip down to the minor leagues, as this will be the last one of this little series here, I hope you guys did enjoy that. little trip down to look at the minor leagues. Let me know if you guys want me to do it more often. Do you guys really care or want to follow some of our minor league prospects more throughout the season? Do I do it enough? Do I do it too little? Do I do it just right? Let me know if you want to see more minor league gameplay. Of course, we're here at the end of the season, basically, so probably wouldn't expect too much here as we're getting into playoff talk, but for next season. Now, you see here against Miami, we were able to get a 9-3 victory. Moustakas hits a home run, 3 RBIs for him and Hernandez to increase their RBI totals this season. And Hunter Green gives us a good start. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 4 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Those are the kind of starts that I need to see more often, more consistently. As you see, that ERA has gone up over 4 now. And you see the next day out too, we were able to beat the Cubs 7-3. Here, Devers hits a home run, 2 RBIs, Gallo a home run, and 3 RBIs, always trying to one up each other. As I swear they've been competing all season. And Hernandez this time, 5 innings, only 1 earned run, 3 runs total, but 1 earned. We got to work on that fielding. Wasn't able to go ahead and get the win as we had to score 3 runs there late in the ball game in the 9th. But we were able to go ahead and get that victory. And so far, we're splitting the series. And Tariq Skubal dislocates his shoulder. He'll be out for 1 to 2 months. I swear he's missed more of this season than he's played. So Nick Lodato will actually get the response to go ahead and come in. As you see, Luis Castillo's already in because Tyler Mahle did get hurt in his start too as well. But once he gets healthy, it'll probably be Nick Lodato that stays in. Luis Castillo stays as a long reliever for now. But I swear Tariq Skubal has been hurt more than he's played. He's probably been our best pitcher, honestly, this season. I feel like we've got the most consistency out of his starts, but he's hurt every single time. I don't even think he would come back until like the World Series at this point. We go ahead and take a look at the standings one more time here. We are up 15 and 18 and a half games for the Cardinals and Brewers. The Cubs have officially been eliminated, so it's a 3-race playoff system over there now. And you see we're making our September call-ups. It will be Albert Amora Jr., who we didn't see today, but he made an impression. He was one of our only all-stars, so of course, and Jake Fraley as well. As I go ahead and make another roster move to go ahead and try to move Luis Cesar up, since we had Tariq Skubal going that 1 or 2 day DL, we had an extra spot to go ahead and ultimately bring him up. So we will jump into this game here. In the top of the 9th, Giancarlo Stanton is up, and we have a chance to go ahead and close this out and win the series against the Yankees. That's exactly what we want to do. So we start with a walk here, keeping it nice and compact to Stanton. But we got Aaron Judge next on a 1-2. He'll chop this one over to India, who will throw to second slowly, not in time. As we have bases loaded now, no outs. Gleyber Torres luckily slings through the slurve and gets the first out of that inning. Now we got Omar Narvaez. Watch that four-seam running outside. We would love a double play right now, as this is a bunt, but it's very strong over to Aguilar, who will throw to the plate and get him. Not a double play, but we will get the lead runner, as that'll be exactly what we need. We got him out at the plate, and now it's a 2-2 count to Miguel Andujar, and he chops this one on the ground. Oh, actually, it's a drop third strike, as Stevenson will pick it up and throw over to first base for the final out there. We take the series and the game 2-1. As that inning was pretty close. You know, the bunt could have worked, but he bunted it too hard. Dropped third strike. Had to throw it over. If that had been an error, it would have been a crazy finish to this game. But Lucas Sims comes in and shuts the door once again. 41st save on the season. Luis Severino is 9-6 now this year, so he's able to get a very good start here. 7 innings, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk. A very good game from him. You see Doug Granger over there, 1 for 3, leading the way for the batters. You see a 2-hit day for Jay Allen as well as Aguilar and Stevenson, with Granger getting his 55th RBI, Aguilar 66th, and Hicks coming in for his 28th hold of the season. So a very good start all around from everybody. And next time out, we will be getting through this month of September. Like I said, probably 1 or 2 more episodes before we get to the postseason. Let me know if any of these series that you would like highlighted, or if you would just like us just to go straight through to the postseason next time out. Now, I have already recorded episode 38, so let me know on the latter half of the schedule. I'm not telling you what's in there, but just let me know what series that you would want to see. If there's something I haven't played yet, I will go ahead and play those and get those in the next video. Or if you would just rather just go to the postseason, then we will start out that episode with the first postseason game, simulating through whatever's left, and then getting into that postseason game, and obviously checking out the end of the year stats and everything. So let me know what you guys would want to see. If I don't see any feedback, I already got a pretty good idea of what I want to do, but I would love you guys' feedback and would love to act on it if you guys do interact. So comment it down below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy if you guys are enjoying the series. And I hope that you guys want to see more of this content. I'm bringing it out 2 times a week for you guys now, like you guys requested. And I hope you guys can see that I'm gonna interact with you guys. I'm listening at all times. So don't be afraid to leave any feedback, questions, comments, and all that stuff down below in the comment section. Interact with your boy. So hope you guys did enjoy the video, man. I will catch you guys in the next one. It's been your boy SGG, aka SmooveGotGame, aka the King of Games, aka GM Smooth. And these Reds are playoff ready and low key looking like we might be able to crack 100 wins. Find out in the next video, man. I'm out.